Quite the story to tell. It is the most important story, and it starts with creation, all the way at the beginning, before anything was created. Do you know what was there before there was anything?
God.
There was God, and there was darkness. There was darkness, but what we need is the light. Will you come up and be our light? Come right on up here, Everett. So, when God created light and created the world, everything began. And then a long time later, another kind of light was needed in our world, the light of the world. Do you know who that was?
The Holy Star.
The Holy Star. And Jesus, we call Jesus the light of the world. God wanted to send the light into the world in the form of a baby boy.
The light shows in the darkness.
So he had to choose somebody very special, a special angel, so we need the angel Gabriel, and a special young woman named Mary. So Mary and Gabriel, will you come on up and stand right here? So God said to the angel Gabriel, go to this specific place and find this special young woman, because I have a very important gift to give her and a job for her to do. So the angel appeared, and Mary was scared. Yeah.
Do not be afraid. You are special to God.
How can this be?
God will make it happen.
I am the servant of the Lord.
So then some time passes, and what happens when there's a baby growing in a mommy's tummy? What happens over time? Her tummy gets bigger, and she's getting ready to have a baby. That's what happens, right? So some time passes, and then the leader of the land, the ruler in the land, the Emperor Augustus, which is James, he made a decree. Do you know what that is?
No.
It's a big order. It's the way you go about telling a whole bunch of people what they have to do. All of the people in the country had to go back to where their families were from. Well, Mary and Joseph had to go back to the town where they were born, where their families were from, and that place is called Bethlehem. And they had to go about 80 miles. Before the people got moving, the emperor said everybody had to go and be registered.
Everyone needs to be counted.
So everyone, that's all of us, everybody up on your feet. 80 miles. Here we go. Everybody start walking. We have to go 80 miles. How many days would it take to go 80 miles?
I would say a million.
And now back this way. Let's say that was 40. Let's go the other.
I would go with like 30.
30? Okay, so I'm thinking it was maybe like 4 to 5 or 6 or 7 days. And finally, we've arrived. Everybody, are you tired?
Yes.
Whew. Okay, so after such a long journey that took lots and lots of days, what do you think? How do you think they felt?
Tired.
Anybody else thinking? Tired? Scared? So they tried to find a place to stay. Was there room at the hotel? Was there room at the inn?
No.
There was no room at the inn. So what did they have to do? They had to stay at a place called, yes, a stable. So Mary and Joseph traveled all day and all night, many, many days, and they finally arrived, and there was no room at the inn. But luckily there was a place in a stable, even though the animals lived in the stable too. This is where Mary gave birth to her sweet little baby boy. So we've determined that they're tired, and you can come up right up here too. That they're very tired, and they need a rest. And so we're going to sing them a lullaby, all right? We're going to let them have a little bit of a rest before the story goes on. Ready? Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round young Virgin Mother and Child, holy infant so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. And then it got real quiet. Everybody had to sing. So it got very, very quiet, and Mary was able to put the baby Jesus in the manger so the baby could sleep. But then the story's not over, because in a field not too far away, we had a whole bunch of shepherds. So all of my shepherds need to come right up here and stand up in the front. It's very dark. It's very late. It's very dark. It's very late. The shepherds are probably tired because it's dark. Their sheep are all sleeping, and they think they're done for the night. But then, a huge light appears in the sky, and they were afraid. This was a big surprise, but what do you think the angel said?
Do not be afraid. I'm still afraid, kind of. I bring good news. Go to Bethlehem to see a new baby. We are so excited.
And so the shepherds were getting ready to go and see the baby when...
Glory to God and peace on earth.
So they walked, and they walked, and they walked, and they walked. Now, y'all have to follow behind. So the shepherds and the angels are coming this way. And this way. And they were told where to find the baby Jesus and Joseph and Mary. And here they are. So they all bowed down before them. So now imagine this. Mary and Joseph have traveled all that way. They've had a baby, and they're in a stable. And then these people that they don't even know came to see him and they said, the angels came and told us to come and worship the baby. So here they are, and everyone's amazed. Here's the hope of the world right there in the form of a baby. We do have to sing a song for the baby. Away in a manger, no crib for a bed, the little Lord Jesus laid down his sweet head. The stars in the sky looked down where he lay. The little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay. That makes me want to go to sleep. Isn't that wonderful and calm? So, at the end of the time where the shepherds came for their visit to worship and glorify, they went out to tell the whole world. So everybody's going to stand up, and we're going to look this way for our last song. This is the big, big news that's the end of this part of the story, because the story just keeps going. Go tell it on the mountain. We're going to sing this one a few times with a lot of joy. And we have to tell the whole world, so make sure you sing it out nice and loud. Ready? Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. While shepherds kept their watching o'er silent flocks by night, behold, throughout the heavens there shone a holy light. That's very merry indeed. I love it.